Today I am going to talk to you about refining and transporting refining goods from one city to another. So what do I mean by that? Alright, what I mean by is that if you are in Bridgewatch and you go and skin, or you buy from Bridgewatch's market and you buy hide, which is a product from skinning animals, and then you decide to hop on a Mammoth and ride all the way up here to Martlock on your Mammoth, you'll notice that Martlock has a refining bonus for hide. Now today's video is not about focus refining, it is simply about regular refining, okay? So, with that said, if you were to refine here in Bridgewatch, you have a 15.2% resource return rate. But if you refine in Martlock, it is a 36.7% return rate. So to take a Mammoth from Bridgewatch to Martlock, and then from Martlock back to Bridgewatch, is anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes of travel time, okay? Because Mammoths are slow, and if you're not going through red zones, it's going to take a while, okay? And Martlock to Bridgewatch is a little bit further than some of the other towns. Like, it's faster to travel to Limhurst and back. But regardless, here is the math for transporting 24 stacks of 999 rugged hide in your Mammoth. Now, do note that as a Mammoth, you can carry 48 stacks. Alright, so you can actually double this, but if you were to just do rugged hide, take it to Martlock and refine it, you will notice that you're losing 50,000 if you transport 24 stacks. That's not good, and this is not even, well, there is no craft cost for rugged hide. It's completely free. It just eats up the station's food and crafting resource capacity. That's it. I didn't factor in the list to put it on the market, which is anywhere from like maybe 5 to 10,000. It's really not that much. It's not really worth listing. But what I'm trying to say is that if you were to just do rugged hide, you will lose money. Yeah, you level up your refining, but focus refining even at the maximum level is not worth the focus at all. Okay, now this is a lot of text to digest. I'm going to talk you through it. Now, if we do thick leather instead of the tier 2 leather, you'll notice that it takes 20 stacks of tier 3 hide and then 10 stacks of tier 2 leather to create, well, 10 stacks of tier 3 leather, okay? So, I show the costs of, I break it down, how much it costs to buy the hide and the leather, so 1.65 million. And then the return rate, remember, 36.7% you're getting back without focus refining. You get 7,300 tier 3 hide back, your tier 2 leather, 3,666, and then if you were to sell these, 432k and 157k, which will actually reduce your cost to craft to 1.06 million, alright? And then you create 9,990 tier 3 leathers, which when sold at 120 each, current market price in Bridgewatch, not in Martlock, because Martlock will be cheaper, is 1.198 million. So this means that right now you're profiting 132,000 silver for the two-way trip, right? But to craft that, tier 3 and up costs silver, and the cheapest bench right now in Martlock is going to run you about 40k rounded up. If you pick the cheapest bench, if you don't have, some sort of associate discount, okay? And then the listing price for those leathers is around 5,000 if you have premium, which means you only really honestly profit 87,000, okay? Now, if you are smart and you have some banked and you have a Mammoth, you could double that profit to about 150,000 silver for 20 to 30 minutes of your time, and it's a huge hassle. And you don't really level up your character or strengthen your character's combat fame or anything. You're just running around on a Mammoth back and forth between the two towns. It's not that good. It is absolutely garbage in terms of profiteering for money. And let me tell you right now, this is just a small snippet of one way to make money with a Mammoth. And the most that I could ever find through Mammoth transporting is about 1 million an hour. By going to every single town on the map. It's a huge hassle and a massive waste of time. It's super boring, and it's not fun. It doesn't really strengthen or improve your character at all. It just makes money while you auto-run from zone to zone. It is not a good way to make money. So for those of you that think, hey, I should spend a lot of my time going from one town to another to focus, or not focus refine, to just regular refine without focus. If you are refining any material in this game without focus, you may be gaining a tiny little bit of extra money, just a tiny bit, but think about how much time you're wasting doing that, okay? Remember, even if you're not in a Mammoth, if you're in a really fast mount like a Husky or something, from Martlock to Bridgewatch, it's still like 7 minutes, okay? It's anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how fast you go and if you meet no opposition and gankers and so on and so forth, right? You can get there in not too much time, but to run it back and sell it to make profit, that's another, 5 to 7 minutes. In that 15 minutes time, you could have been doing anything else in this entire game, and you would have made more money than if you just sold the raw materials. You just sell the raw materials that you skin or harvest or whatever it is you're doing, and then you go do something else for that same amount of time. You're gonna make more. You're gonna make more silver. Okay. And like I said, I use the Mammoth example because the Mammoth allows you to transport a full heckin' inventory full of this stuff, and you can see that the profits are abysmal. Yes, when you go up in tiers, it's not so bad, and yes, if you use focus, you're going to make a lot more silver, but you can only have 30,000 focus at a time, and even with a full Mammoth full of materials, you're not going to be able to efficiently use all of that focus for one Mammoth load. What people do in this game, the people that are actually doing Mammoth transports, let me tell you how they're doing it, okay? What they do is they will go to the cheapest city and buy out all the materials, which right now is Bridgewatch for leather, okay, for hide, alright? They take their Mammoth and then they transport it to Martlock, okay? So now they're in Martlock with an inventory full of hide. Then they log on to multiple alt accounts, all with maxed focus refining, that live in Martlock. They hand over the goods through a guild island. They go to their guild island, they dump all the hide into the guild island like little treasure chests, okay? And then they log onto their alts, and then they pull it out of those treasure chests, and then they burn through all of their focus. And then they put it back in the chest, and then they log back into their main character with the Mammoth, and then they haul it back. That is the only real way that you're going to make absolute good profit doing Mammoth transports, alright? Which means you need multiple alt characters because 30,000 focus isn't going to be a Mammoth's worth of focus. Alright, so you may be thinking that that might be something you want to do, that you want to have a bunch of alts and dedicate all of them to focus refining, say leather, stone, whatever it is that you want to do. Let me tell you how that would look and how that works. It's totally viable if it's something you want to do, but let me show you the math behind it, okay? Here it is, okay. So now these are focus values at maximum refining on every refining node, okay? That means tier 4 through 8, all level 100, giving you the lowest possible focus spent per craft, okay? Now let me talk about tier 2 and tier 3 real quick, because you don't have something on your destiny board to boost tier 2 and tier 3. The way that most people do tier 2 and tier 3 focus refining is they will run multiple alts through the tutorial all at the same time using, they're multi-boxing, they're breaking the game's rules, they're cheating, okay? Because if you try to multi-box in this game, the game won't let you, it'll detect that your IP address or something is the same. But these people, the people that I know that cheat at this game, if you go into like the Russian discords for like groups and stuff, you'll see it all the time on live streams. What they do is they'll run like 40 alt characters at a time through the tutorial and then let them sit for 3 days. And that's going to give them 30,000 focus to blow on the tier 2 and the tier 3 focus refining, okay? So, and the way this works is there's like people dedicated to just making accounts and making alt characters and doing this full time. And they're actually being paid for it by conglomerates and stuff. So the tier 2 and tier 3, those are being mostly abused by cheaters, essentially. But if it's something you want to do, you can totally do it. I don't think it's worth your time to do it manually. Hell no, it is absolutely not worth your time to do it. But tier 4 through tier 8 is where having, high spec does lower the focus cost. So you can see at tier 4, it costs 3 focus to craft a tier 4 leather. Alright, which means at 30,000 focus, you can craft 10,000 leathers. Now, the value on the right that says alts needed, let me talk about that. This is if you haul an entire Mammoth's worth of materials to town, okay? So what this means is that if you want to haul for tier 4 refining all of the materials required to focus refine it, and then haul it back and sell it. You need 2 alt characters with 30,000 focus to make use of 1 mammoth transport, okay? And then tier 5 it's, it's 4 alts. You need 4 alts with maxed refining to make use of 1 mammoth transport, okay? And then you can see it just kind of scales down. If you're doing tier 8 refining, which is an insane amount of cost and materials, especially for a mammoth transport, you're going to need 17 focus refining alts to make use of 1 full mammoth transport. It's insane. And yes, focus refining is profitable. It's not the best, but if it's something you want to do, you can totally do it, but you'll need that many alts. Let me tell you right now, for those that aren't familiar with my channel, I have 20 alts. 20 alt characters, okay? So technically, I could do the tier 8 focus refining if they were focus refining, but I'm more into the potion business, and I have a couple chefs. You can see my character is named Chef Swole Benji, and you can see that he is specialized in, he is maxed out in cooking, okay? So I've got a few of these characters, and then the rest are all potions and farm stuff. But I just wanted to educate you on mammoth transporting, the profits of mammoth transporting, why you should or should not bother buying a mammoth. Okay, right now, a mammoth, these things are constantly going up. A masterpiece mammoth is 166 million silver, okay? Which, it's not too bad. This character has 126 million on him, so he could almost buy another one. But, guys, I just want to let you know, that's what focus refine. That's why you shouldn't refine if you're not big time. You shouldn't bother focus refining if you aren't going all into the business with multiple characters, okay, guys? That's all I've got. I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay soul. Make sure that you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. I read every comment. Feel free to ask me any questions. Also, comment on other people's comments if you happen to have an answer to their question. That's always... If everyone helps each other, we're all better off, right? And, guys, if this helped you out, if you want to financially support me, which, only do it if you have lots of money in real life. Don't do it if you're poor. Click the thanks button down below. It really, really helps out. I greatly appreciate everyone. If there is an afterlife, I'll serve you drinks on a platter or something in the afterlife. Okay, I don't know, man. I'll do something to make up for it. But also, if you want to become a channel member, click the join button. That's $5 a month. That's the same thing as becoming a Twitch subscriber. You pay $5. You can subscribe to someone on Twitch, get some emotes. But on YouTube, you get access to private, more personal videos. In the pinned comment is a playlist for members-only videos. One of those is how to be a YouTuber. So if you want to become a YouTuber and quit your wagey job and stop working at the office or stop working at the fast food joint that you possibly work at or whatever it is you do, check out that video. It's 40 minutes long. It's everything that I do from start to finish to make videos on YouTube. And I make videos every day. Guys, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Take care.